3, 2.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new edition of RSCRA The Fast Lane. Today, we are here on the eastern coast of the United States of America at Daytona. Alex, hello. How you doing? Been a while.
Hello, it's nice to be back.
Very nice to be back here. As you can see, under an umbrella, just chilling, having a great day here today. Because we're at Daytona, and we're getting ready for some beautiful, beautiful racing here under the sun. Tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow, mark your calendars. D2 is coming back to town in a big way. With the beef, it's what for dinner. Alex, I'm excited.
It's gonna be an interesting one. You'd have to hope the race won't be as long as the Cup race here.
And as intriguing as the Cup race here. we'll put it at that, intriguing. Because I think we both agree the Cup race did let expectations down quite a lot there. So,
well, you know, that's just super speedway race, and it had a good finish though. 3 hours. I think almost a 3.5.
A great finish.
Yeah, a great finish. Almost 3.5 hours it took us to finish that race.
A horrid race. I think you forgot to mention.
Yes. Well, that's super speedway racing for you.
That's short track racing for you.
Short track racing for you.
It was. I mean, there was stuff all over the place. You got cars in the catch fence, dogs specifically, and we just anywhere. Anyways, today is a bit of more. We're gonna go along with the flow here today on what to talk about. Actually, I want to open up with D2 today, Alex. I mean, it's their big stage. We might as well make it seem like it's their big stage. D2 is coming back to town, and here at Daytona. Alex, what are you most excited for tomorrow?
I think it's just gonna be I think it's just gonna be a good day. You know, D2 has the luxury of having available very experienced people to deal with the division. So I think the quality of racing should hopefully be good. I think it's much easier to get around here in the Xfinity cars. Hopefully, I think the field will be a little more tamed, and I just think it's going to be a good fun day. I think it's going to be a good fun day, and hopefully tomorrow will be the first day of normal operations for the AMR safety crew.
Oh yeah, very excited for that too. The AMR safety crew applications just came out. I'm excited for that. I may or may not have applied for that, just to see what's up. But yeah, that's gonna be also very exciting to see how that's gonna work out tomorrow. Probably one of the only leagues with AMR safety crew. Yes, that's us, RSCRA. Yeah, I'm very excited to see that. But again, we're more excited here. I'm more focused on D2 because again, D2 is going back racing, and it's been quite a while for D2. We see, we were racing in November, so about 5 months ago, ish.
Yes, about that. Yeah, you know what? I think it's going to be very interesting. I think with D2, D2 has always been. D1 has always had its good moments, but I find D2 always has a little. For some reason, it's just a small amount of more anticipation. Sometimes it really depends. Last season was a really good season for D2 because the competition was very
great, very great.
It was very good competition. I think this year, hopefully, we'll see that again. I do know. I think people like Plasma and Halo and KM Bug and Phil, I'm looking very forward to see them go at it again. So. Of course, I don't really consider the season started until Auto Club. Daytona is,
it's like, hey, we're starting up here. Everyone pay attention to us.
Yeah, I mean, I hate super speedway racing on Roblox. It got a little better with the arrow push thingy, but still not perfect. I'm more excited for a racetrack like Talladega when it comes to that stuff, just more space. But yeah, I think Xfinity will be good this year, hopefully, this season.
Yeah, and early on, you see, we're looking at these new drivers. We're looking at the new competition being brought up. The thing I'm most excited to see is who is who's gonna look the best? Who's gonna look the best out of the gate this season? Like you said, you can't really see that competition until Auto Club comes around. But Daytona is still a feel as who's gonna be a clean racer, who's gonna be a dirty racer. So I'm gonna be very excited to see who is actually able to make a living out of this. Because again, this isn't just Daytona. This is the opening race of the season.
You know what else I'm really excited about for Xfinity? I'm excited to see old Xfinity drivers who are now in Cup go back to Xfinity and race against the people who are there now. I think Terry will be chartering.
The chartering system, very...
Yes, the charter system. Terry will be chartering at Daytona, and I'll be making my first Xfinity start at Auto Club, and there'll be more opportunities for a lot of people like you to go back.
I would be excited to go back to Xfinity if I have a chance. That would be very
drive
nice.
the car again and get some nostalgia. So I'm excited to see what that will bring, what battles that will bring. It's always interesting to see a higher division driver driving a lower division because, there's this concept that some people aren't in the division where they deserve to be. I think it's a good opportunity to prove that you're where you should be. And also just have some fun, race for fun.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot less stressful when you're not racing for points.
Oh yeah,
right?
a lot less stressful. You're like, do I really want to race this guy or not? That chartering system is gonna be very fun to see who decides to go in and race at Daytona. Or not Daytona, but just the season in general. Because the chartering system is a very helpful system. I like how it's able to tell. I wouldn't say like where a driver should be exactly, but like, how good that D1 driver is compared to a D2 driver, or a D2 driver to a D3 driver, which I always find interesting to see. It was very fun to see Terry always chartering in his number 11 truck for the trucks.
It wasn't fun for the truck drivers.
No, not at all.
No.
I mean, you could definitely tell Terry does not deserve to be running D3
there. A lot of frustration. I mean, especially for poor KM Bug.
Dover.
Well, whatever. Anyways,
Alex.
That's just,
another thing I want to ask you, Alex. So early on, Daytona, there could be dirty bumps, there could be dirty passes. And of course, that leads to rivalry. So, if there were to be a rivalry this season, who do you think it would be from, and who would your favorite rivalry be?
I would like to see a rivalry between somebody like Plasma and Halo, or between like
Teammates.
Phil and KM Bug, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I can see many rivals being a thing in Xfinity this year, to be honest, because there's people like NF, there's people like Lucas. I don't know if he's going to be more of a rival or just a hazard on the track.
Okay.
But time will tell. It's hard to. I wouldn't say you come out of Daytona with an enemy. I mean, unless we're talking about like the 19 car, once driven by Rex.
I wonder who that is.
You're gonna wreck at Daytona. If you go to a super speedway expecting not to get wrecked, I mean, you're kind of dumb.
You're gonna get involved in at least one wreck, especially in road racing.
Yeah, at least one.
Hey, at least you got an ambulance there to transport you to the infield care center shortly after the wreck.
Yeah.
So,
it's gonna be bad for hopefully no. It didn't happen in Cup. Actually, I think didn't one. No, it didn't happen in Cup. You get one catch fence life per life. Hello, per stage. Yes, per stage. So only like one or two cars only went into the catch fence at the Cup race. They lost some points because of it, though. I know Dog lost early on in stage 1. Dog just lost any chance of points, and I know Rex did it as well. So if it's going up towards the wall, you better stare it back down.
That is unless you're airborne.
Yeah, unless you're airborne, of course.
Unless you're airborne. Yeah,
unless you're airborne.
That's gonna be fun to see. Hopefully that doesn't happen much. Maybe last lap it'd be exciting to commentate there. Uh, Mike Snyder situation, but these damage rolls, yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool to see. If anyone gets airborne, if anyone turns right, anyone turns left at the wrong moment. Yeah, so that's me for the see. So Alex, okay, one, and I quote, I don't like to make assumptions or anything, and two, it's a super speedway, but might as well give me it. Who do you think has the best chance tomorrow at Daytona?
I'm going to say my signature line. I don't like to make assumptions, but
Yep, there you go.
for some reason, I think Lucas could win. Now, hear me out.
Bye. I'm ending the stream.
Now,
thank you guys for tuning in so much. This was RSN, the home of the RSCRA. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Listen to me. No offense to Lucas, but people who don't... When's the last time somebody who deserved to win a super speedway race won a super speedway race? The only person I can think of, even in real life, is like Brad Keselowski at Talladega. That was the last time. I mean, Michael McDowell didn't deserve to win a super speedway race. So anyways, the connection to real life is, for example, Xander. He rode in the back all day, and then he just magically sailed to the win. Look at that. Look at trucks at Talladega. Honestly, Talladega is always a little bit of a different story. I think Talladega wins are typically more deserved because of how long the run up to the line is. You know, Daytona's weird because the run to the line is so much shorter. So you really have to be in the perfect place at the right time to make the move. But I think it's gonna be Lucas because he's just bad drivers have good luck at super speedways. So.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Well, Xander's kind of average. He makes
No,
mistakes.
I didn't mean to say Xander's a bad driver or anything. He was actually not bad at Indy until he ran us clear down to the infield. But I digress. In the case of Lucas, he is not the greatest driver in the field, so I think he's going to get lucky. Booking himself into the playoffs very soon, very fast.
That depends if he doesn't stay out of the catch fence every 5 laps. So,
yeah, it'd be a shame to see him wreck a lot of people, destroy a lot of race cars.
Wouldn't be surprising though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, I can't say I would be surprised.
Anyways, to be honest, me.
What do you think?
Daytona, I can't remember who won Daytona in D3, because now we gotta think about D3, because all these drivers are coming up from D3. Who won the first Daytona race in D3? I can't remember.
D3 the first, I think it was, it was KM Bug.
Oh, or K-Dub.
No, it was KM Bug subbing for K-Dub, actually.
Oh, okay, so KM Bug subbing for K-Dub. So,
yes.
I wouldn't go off. Well, I can't really go off of anyone that race because I wasn't watching the race. Number one. So, honestly, I think Daytona. Yes, I think you do need skill for Daytona. And the reason I say that is because you need skill by 1, working with your teammates, 2, knowing where to make a pass and when not to make a pass, and 3, just trying to keep yourself out of wrecks. So I think who wins tomorrow is going to have skill, and I think that person who has skill might be Halo. I think Halo could get a win tomorrow at Daytona because he's not a bad driver, nor is he the greatest driver of all time. But he does have skill, and I think that skill can hopefully drive him to a win at Daytona.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just looking in general. There's some bad things going on in general right now. I'm sure Halo can. I don't know how I feel about Halo as a driver lately. He's been very. He has disappointed me, to be honest. So. it's been a little rough for Halo lately on the driving side. So hopefully he can redeem himself. He only had one win in the entire truck season. And it came at Rockingham, which, to be honest, isn't a bad track to win at. Rather skilled track, I guess. So, yeah. Maybe he'll win it at Daytona. Hopefully. I'd like to see a Toyota in victory lane.
Well, no duh. I mean, you are the owner. The majority of Toyotas there. But, yeah, I think he has a chance of winning at Daytona. Because, again, I said he has skill and maybe even a little luck on his side. So, oh my god. That is a level light. Anyway,
Excuse me?
Okay, anyways, I think someone's,
There we go. That's better.
That's better light. Anyways, you can see the sun has set here on Daytona. Within the span
that's how
of,
long
like,
we've been.
10
This is our
minutes.
date.
Okay,
Yeah, the lights
anyways.
haven't turned on yet, don't worry.
Anyways, moving on.
Shouldn't we talk about Cup?
Yeah, let's talk about Cup. Anyways,
Yeah, going into
real quick, let me advertise D2 real quick, okay? D2 tomorrow, be there or be square. Tomorrow, brain fart. What the heck?
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
yep.
5 o'clock is practice. 5:30 qualifying at 6:30. That long-awaited race that I've been waiting for. Anyways, D1, Alex, you start us off for D1. Let's get a topic going.
D1, we go to Phoenix, not this weekend. I wish it was this weekend. I'm ready. But next weekend, we need a break, right? We do need a break. It's been 3 on, so we need a break. We go to Phoenix. Battle for the points lead. Terry leads us into Phoenix. He's 9 points up on me and 19 points up on you, Chris. But that margin can close very quickly. As we saw, things can go from bad to worse for a lot of drivers. I know for me, my race went completely into the garbage at Indy. It's just very fast.
Yeah.
It all happens very fast.
I was tossed and turned. And,
oh yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Indy, it was a good race, but it was messy at points. You know,
I'm very excited because at Indy, the last couple of bits of the race, things started to clear down. And usually, like, you start of seasons and you could see that at Daytona, like, you could see the division's not doing good. You're like, is this seriously how the season's gonna be? But no, I'm happy because I think that Indianapolis proved a point, like, the season's gonna get better from here because it was actually a pretty decent race.
Yeah, Indy. First of all, Auto Club was not bad at all.
It was not bad. It was not bad.
Auto Club was good. Indy was a little better. Of course, see the thing with Cup right now is a lot of other divisions don't have the spin physics enabled, right? Mm-hmm. So when you hit the wall, it's very honest. Like, you can't hit the wall and just drive off. You hit the wall and you're almost always spinning out. So I think that's why you're seeing a lot more people spinning out at Cup. I think that's why you're seeing a lot more single car spins. But I know at tracks like Phoenix, you're not going to be seeing that. So not only should that help the flow of the race, but first of all, Phoenix isn't a track you're going to get away with wall tapping at anyways, because unless your name's Rex. But if your name isn't Rex, then the officials will see that pretty easily, and they'll know that you're wall tapping. So I think Phoenix is going to be a good one. It's a tricky one. I'm worried about Phoenix personally, because the person that I'm chasing after right now in points is very good at Phoenix, and I have never started a race at Phoenix ever. I mean, you've started a race at Phoenix. Terry has started a race at Phoenix. Cam, Bug has, Xander has, Halo has, Rex has, Sky has.
Well, no, Sky
has.
Sky did not start. Sky did not race in the championship.
Right. So I guess Sky didn't. But most other people have, and I haven't. So I'm a little worried about that because I feel like I'm going into this race as the underdog, and we'll see how it goes. How do you think you're going to do at Phoenix?
Yeah, and Of course, I'm up there too. I'm battling for that points lead. Going into Phoenix, Phoenix can be a tricky track to learn, Alex. I'm gonna give you benefit of the doubt if you don't do good that race. So, but Phoenix, it's not like a big racetrack anymore. Like, you're breaking a lot here at Phoenix. So now we have to throw everything we've learned at these big racetracks out, because now we're heading to Phoenix. You gotta break a lot.
Yes.
Hopefully there won't be as many sends.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the short tracks. Not the short tracks. I love. Excuse me, Raiden. What are you doing, man? Come on, Raiden. I love the. I love the intermediates. Sorry, brain fart. I love intermediates. I'm really good at intermediates. That's why I was really good at Auto Club. I love intermediates. I think Phoenix an intermediate. I think it is.
I think Phoenix is an intermediate.
Phoenix is an intermediate, yes, but it's not really an intermediate. You know, it's not really an intermediate. It's like a weird intermediate because it's not really an intermediate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have that banking that most intermediate tracks have.
You know what? You know what Phoenix reminds me of?
Yeah.
I think you might see this coming from me, but like, to me, it kind of reminds me of Pocono. I'm not
every track reminds you of Pocono, man.
What? That's a lie.
Yeah, it kind of does. Kinda. I see what you mean. There's no turn. There is a turn 4.
For some reason.
Yeah. There almost isn't a turn 4, though. You know what you really see at Phoenix? What I'm interested about is the dog leg. The dog leg is a very interesting thing. And I'm kind of happy that it is replicated well on Roblox, is that cutting the dog leg isn't always the quickest thing to do, even though it is the quickest way through there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the specific moments where you don't need to cut the dog leg. A lot of people just cut the dog leg over and over and over again and don't realize sometimes it's going to lose you time to the car behind. So I think the people who can learn when to cut the dog leg and when not to cut the dog leg, the drivers who can figure that out pretty quickly are going to be some of the drivers who you're going to see are able to stay ahead. Phoenix is a track where draft is not really a huge factor. There's really only one straight where you can, even get into the draft. So it's going to be minimal. It's going to be a spread out race. So it's all about hitting your marks. And if you can't do that, you're going to have a not good race, not fun race. Qualifying, I'd say, is important at Phoenix.
Yeah, qualifying can be very important. Because on those restarts, it can actually be very hard to get by. Especially in Turn 1. Turn 1's very hard. If you were to use that, I guess it... To me, it's considered the apron. The apron there, it's very hard to, 1, get speed off the corner, and to 2, to actually stick it down there. So, restarts can be very hard. So, I think... You know what
I think people don't do enough at Phoenix on the restart? Is they don't use up the whole track. There's no track limits at Phoenix, yet people always stay above the solid yellow line. You can make up some really good positions on a restart if you go all the way to the... Not all the way to the wall, but if you cut through there, through turns 1 and 2... like for example, a real life example was Kyle Busch on the race start at Phoenix. He gained like 3 positions just running below the yellow line, which you can do. So I'm interested to see if some of the Cup drivers will do it or not. Nobody ever does it ever, which is a good thing, I guess.
Never, ever,
but you can
ever have.
Never. Have you ever?
No, I've never. Okay.
So, yeah.
I hope there's a close finish at Darlington so I could say that, like, perfectly replicated. Well, whoever goes to Darlington.
We should have done it with Terry and Xander. What are we thinking, man?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I let you down. Anyways, so yeah, I'm very excited for Phoenix. I could tell that you're very excited for Phoenix here. Yeah, so hopefully Phoenix will be a good race for us. Like I said, we just keep on improving. Hopefully it'll be like the second half of D2 season where things started to improve a lot, and it was very visible to see where people were improving at. So
yeah, people are already improving, right? And a big thing to remember is a lot of us haven't driven. Like for example, returning Cup drivers, we haven't driven in it's been a long time, and even the Xfinity drivers, it's been a long time. So it's about getting. Also, the cars just drive different, well, kind of differently. And you're driving with new people, so everyone's going to get used to each other. Everyone's going to get used to how everyone drives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already getting used to how Rex drives, and I feel very bad that you guys have to deal with it. You know, with Rex, I never really. That's the interesting thing. I always saw Rex drive really recklessly, and I always black flagged him. I think I've given him the most black flags out of any official, but you never really understand how someone drives. Like, you know, I know you guys were always really frustrated, and I never understood it until I drove with him, and then I understood why you were so frustrated. Because that guy, he does not give an inch. I mean, he doesn't give an inch, and he takes a foot and he gives nothing. So, things like that, you know, you learn how people drive, and it's interesting.
Well, and let's talk about Rex for a second. Rex, now he's, I wouldn't say a demotion. That'd be very rude to say a demotion. Now that he's been traded to TRD, I think now he might be starting to realize that, hopefully he's starting to realize that he needs to work on his driving,
I don't think so, man. That's the weird thing about him. I don't understand it with him. I really just don't get it. He got moved to TRD, and then right away he was quick, right? Mm-hmm. Very quick. He took the pole at Indy, right? He took the pole at Indy.
And then
so it's not like he's slow or a bad driver.
Well,
he's just way too aggressive.
Where did he finish at Indy?
Well, he got black flagged.
Well, that's true. Well, what does that say?
But he finished the first stage.
What does that say to you?
He won a stage. He won a stage, I believe. Yes, he did win a stage. And then Terry won the other 2 stages. So I don't know. Like, what that says to me is, hey man, it's not like you're slow, but if you keep driving recklessly, you're gonna keep getting black flagged. I mean, it's that simple. Look at the championship race.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think you'd learn? Like, it's really unfortunate to me as like a driver, because I like driving against people that are quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But why, if you're fast, why do you keep on putting yourself in situations to get disqualified? I don't get it. It just don't make no sense. That's all it is.
Yeah, and it does get very frustrating for many drivers. Personally, yes. I haven't had that many issues with Rex. Even in D2, it wasn't that many issues, but I mean, I could still see where, who's driving bad, where he's driving clean. But
yeah, I've gotten into it with him. Every race.
Auto Club especially.
Except Indy.
Especially that last caution.
Well, I got paid. I was not happy. If I lost that race, I would have been not happy. But this is perfect, because I actually want to interview you, Chris.
Here we go.
Third in points. Now, I have to say, it's been very fun being your teammate. I almost wish that we had gone through with the proposed trade that never happened, unfortunately. But I see you as a person on the track that I can most times trust in a sticky situation.
Most times.
Did you expect yourself to be third in points?
Well, Alex, it all started at Daytona. And
yes,
no, I did not expect. I'm just gonna put it there. I did not expect to be third in points. I'm very proud of where I am, but we also have to understand that we're 3 races in. It's not like we're 2 races away from the playoffs. Like, I mean, I was up there regular season points in D2, but D1's a step up, and so I'm honestly very surprised that I'm up here. But all I know is that I'm just gonna keep putting the effort in, and hopefully get the reward from it. So. Yeah, seeing 30 points, 19 points behind. I was the points leader after Daytona, people. Let's get this straight. So I can now brag that I was the points leader in D1.
Yeah. Well, it's a long season, like you said, so things are gonna shake up. I'm telling you right now, the way the points are right now is not representative of what it could be in 3 weeks.
Definitely
at all.
Not. Definitely
People
not.
are gonna miss races, like Josh. Josh, I don't expect him to stay 15th in points for too long. I hope.
Well, with this new points format, it's going to be very hard to climb up the ranks.
Yeah, well, he's out of the playoffs right now, and right now there's actually 5 cars fighting for that 12th place. 4 cars. I'd say 5 because they're still in the range.
13.
Yeah, so No, and those are all active drivers. It's not like one of them is inactive and he's just going to keep racking up points.
Yeah.
Phil is active. Blocksher's active. Josh, I assume, will be active at some point. Dog is active, and Raiden is active. So that's a place to watch. Because I hate this. I don't like to make assumptions. I don't think Phil or Josh will stay there very long. But Blocksher and Dog, I think, are going to stay around the same place.
Yeah, Blocksher. It's been very hard for him to finish races, especially knowing how his laptop.
He was running well at Auto Club,
and then he had to leave. That was unfortunate, but
I think we're going to see a lot more competition. Even at Indy, you saw more competition at the front. Like you saw Terry, you saw me, saw you, saw Phil for a brief moment, and you saw Sharky somehow, and you saw Halo at one point. You saw Rex. So already, like you can see, like the competition is as everyone gets more comfortable. I think the competition's gonna really get more I don't know,
more intense,
competitive, more intense. Yeah,
more intense. They're good at that. Alex, I'm gonna ask you a question. Who was the driver you're most impressed with this season?
So far?
Yeah.
I'd have to say you.
I'm
like
flattered.
Genuinely, I'd have to say you. I'm actually pretty happy because you're actually one of I think I actually voted for you as for most underrated driver in Xfinity. The last Xfinity Awards, but I don't think you won that, did you?
No,
did
that
you?
was Phil.
No, Phil won it. I voted for you, and I'm still confident that that's the case. So
I'm flattered.
I'm glad that you're doing well. I hope you continue doing well.
I wouldn't mind a top 5 finish at the end of the
I hope you
season.
don't hit I hope you don't hit a cliff and fall off the side of the earth.
I would honestly cry myself to sleep if that ever happened. But I'm hoping for hopefully a top 5 finish at the end of the point season. I'm also looking for a win, which is that type of by the way, 3 different drivers in 3 different races have won. So I want to ask you a question. One more. Well, actually, I'll ask that question after. But the driver I'm most impressed with, the brain fart. Anyways, the driver I'm most impressed with, probably after Indy, I'm not even gonna lie to you, was Slaw. Okay.
Slaw. Did Slaw do good at Indy? I don't remember.
If I'm remembering, yes, he did. Here, let me pull it up. He finished 4th at Indy.
Yeah, not bad.
The highest Ford driver. I mean, all his other teammates are in situations of their own, but I mean, Sla's in his world of his own. And honestly, I was not expecting these 4 drivers to get out to a good start, which most have not. But Sla has been okay so far. I mean,
yeah, Slaw isn't a bad driver by any means. He's always been like up there, kind of. But the problem with Slaw has always been that he's not good at winning races. Slaw doesn't win races. He does good in races, though. Mm-hmm. So he's definitely going to be in the playoffs unless something happens to him. But he's not a bad driver by any means, Slaw. So
no, not a bad driver at all. And I think now, if there be time, I think now at Phoenix would be a very nice chance to hopefully prove himself, which would be very nice to see.
Maybe.
Anyway.
He should also learn. I hope Slaw figures out the choose rule as well at some point this season. I don't think I've seen anybody sent back. I don't think I've seen anybody get sent to the back for choose violation as much as him. That's bad. That was like every single choose he got sent to the back, to the point where he knew when he did it, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm going. Don't worry." So hopefully he figures that out.
I think he's gonna do good. Hopefully for the rest of the season. Anyways, Alex, you want to finish up D1?
Yes. Basically, it's gonna be a fun season. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the road courses. I'm good at road courses, so I'm confident with on the road courses. And especially when I look to people like Terry, I think if there's any place where I'm confident to beat somebody like Terry, or you, or anyone who's a good driver, I think it's going to be on a road course. If I do hit a point where I just start doing bad, I look to the road courses. That's my savior. But I think it's going to be a good season. I'm happy that things are getting more competitive, and it's going to be a long season. So I'm excited for Phoenix. I hope everyone else is excited for Phoenix, and I hope we just go there and do some good things, have some good racing.
I think
That's it for.
I think it's gonna be good. Hopefully. I came into this season with a lot of high hopes for the quality of racing, so I'm excited. I think it'll be nice. Nice for a change to go to a short. Well, I shouldn't say short track, but shorter track.
Shorter track, yes.
Shorter track. There you go. Anyways, Alex, you start our next topic on whatever you want, unless you have nothing.
Well,
else.
I think the last thing we could talk about very briefly is
D5.
I don't know. D5. Yeah.
I'm
sorry. I just really D5. It just doesn't. Something about it doesn't resonate with me. I don't know why.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not watch the race this weekend.
Me neither. But I know Zaki won. Congratulations. I think. I might be spreading false news, fake news. Zaki won. I know they had a rather not good turnout as well. 7 cars. That's the lowest for any division in a while.
Yeah.
It's not my division, so. Of course, Dog has done a very good job with managing D5, and I know there's a lot of changes to D5. I know he's heard a lot of the driver feedback. He's heard a lot of the feedback from from a lot of people. Dog has received a lot of feedback, and they are making changes to D5 to hopefully revamp it and bring more people into it and have a better turnout. I know a lot of people don't like racing the short tracks. People want to drive tracks they know and see in real life, not tracks like Memphis and, tracks they've never heard of before. And they want to drive cars that they've seen before. So I think there's going to be some changes going on to D5 that people are going to like. Hopefully it brings the attendance back up. Hopefully it makes them happy. So, that's all I really have to say about D5. Congratulations to Zaki.
Yeah, I can't say much about D5. I wasn't here to watch the race, so
yeah,
I was other places.
Yeah, I think Chairman Mao's doing good. I know that. Good for him.
Look at the race results right now. 6 seconds behind Zaki. So what that tells me, Zaki might have had pace.
Yeah. The last thing we can talk about before we send it off is D3.
What about it?
Interesting division. I mean, again, I'm so tuned into Cup and Xfinity right now. It's hard for me to think about other divisions.
Exactly. No, we could talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of want to talk about the AMR safety crew. I just want to get your thoughts on AMR safety crew. Like, Alex, how do you think the AMR safety crew's debut is going to go tomorrow?
Well, I mean, it's very simple. We don't have a full damage model for the Xfinity cars yet. So I know big accidents, we're going to ask the drivers to stay where they are. And we're going to go out to them, and we're not role-playing, okay? So we're not doing that. We're not, role-playing, but we're just going to have them stay there, and we're going to drive to them. The most important thing that the AMR safety crew will do tomorrow is if anyone goes into catch fence, that's when we'll have to extinguish a fire.
Look at this.
So there's a lot of things that we haven't even revealed, like the truck. We haven't revealed the truck with its, and it does have lights that turn on and off, which is good because for everyone who's requested the pace car to have lights that can turn on and off, we can now do that for the pace car. So eventually the pace car will be, when we have a pace car modeled, we're going to stop using like NASCARs for pace cars. We're going to have an actual pace car modeled. The lights will turn on and off, so that should make some people happy.
Let's go.
We're going to have fire extinguishers. We're going to extinguish some fires. We're going to be using the infield care center as well. Hopefully media can get someone down there just in case we need to do a infield care center interview. I think it's going to be good. And I think damage will... hope it doesn't make races longer, because the way we're planning to do it is there will be parts that could fall off, and the AMR safety crew will have to retrieve that, so it means debris cautions and so I don't know. We don't want to go too, because it's Roblox, right? Yeah. You don't want to go too in depth. We're just trying to find the perfect balance. Of course, if we do go in depth, it would only be with Cup, so we'll leave the simple damage for lower divisions, and it won't be at super speedways, because that would be hell on earth. So it would be like at tracks where the racing is spread out. Where you're not doing someone every lap. But yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to looking through the applications and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, speaking of
And we're also building a facility, a training facility for AMR safety crew.
now this is nice. If you want to apply to become a medical personnel person, make sure to go apply for it. I mean, I assume there's applications just piling in on Sharky right now, but if you feel like you can put out fires and save some drivers from dying, then please apply and hopefully make it in and become an AMR safety crew personnel.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know why
We need people. We like driving fire trucks, and we like driving. Well, we don't have fire trucks yet. We will though. We like driving automobiles, and oh yeah, you know, it's another thing we could talk about is regarding the AMR safety crew is the updates to the rule book.
Oh.
There's actually now a section of the rulebook that refers to people hitting safety vehicles. So you can get a drive-through under green or penalty points on your driver's license if you like hit a safety vehicle. So please, Lucas and anybody who drives like recklessly, don't kill the safety crews, and they won't kill you. Hopefully, I hope.
Is there a fine for hitting?
It's about a 500 Robux fine for every safety vehicle you hit. Yeah, we got to make money somehow. I mean, come on.
When I have 800 Robux, when I get 800,
we're also gonna have to charge the team owners to insure their vehicles.
Oh gosh. Anyways.
So pay up.
You hearing this, guys? Don't hit it. Don't hit it. Anyways, so yeah, I think that'll do it for us here today, Alex, on RSCRA Fastlane. A lengthy episode here, 42 minutes and counting as I speak. So yeah, Alex, any last words, man?
No, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot going on. So I'm excited for Xfinity. Hope it goes well. And
I'm very excited. I can't wait.
It's been nice. It's been nice to be here with you. We always do these. It's always a nice time to get on here and chat with you.
Under this umbrella. This should be the new studio.
Yeah, this is it. This is all we need, really.
This is all we need.
Look at a nice shot of the track. Why don't we?
No.
Look at our cars in frame, and these are the cars we're running at Phoenix, right?
Yes, Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm going back in that freeway insurance car.
Uh-huh.
And that 18 DeWalt car.
Yes.
Here on top of the World Center of Racing.
Huh? Okay,
the
World Center of Racing. Okay, let's send it away, why don't we? Send us off, Chris.
Oh wait, how do we airlift these in? I'm genuinely concerned as
we have an elevator
you put the cars in an elevator?
for cars. Yeah, you know.
Not to mention there's also Cam Bug's 42 car down here too, so anyways, here for the world
I don't know how that got there.
from the world center for the World Center of Racing.
And from the World Center of Racing in southern Manhattan, southern Florida.
You can see the freshly cut grass down below. It's almost that time to go racing here at Daytona. This is me, and that was Alex, and this is Daytona, and that was RSCRA, the fast lane. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Thank you for taking time out of your days. Happy Friday, and see you tomorrow on the wonderful, wonderful Saturday.